What's up, Colby Sharp, 5th grade teacher. Welcome to my channel where we try to help kids fall in love with reading. Today we're going to be talking about some amazing picture book read-alouds. And these are picture book read-alouds I think will last for a long time. I think that lots of kids at lots of different ages will love them. And hopefully you can find something to add to your to-read list. These are 10 of the books that I read during the month of April that I'm going to be sharing with you. Now let's start here with Just One Wave. Earlier this year we read Just One Flake, and on the board for this one I put this book like on the chalkboard and wrote a note over it. Said do not read until the first 70-degree school day. And we experienced that before because there's a book called Just One Flake where we didn't read it until the very first snow. So we're trying to build that anticipation, get kids excited. It's a story of Liam, who's headed to the beach for the first time of the year. Maybe it's not the first time. He's headed to the beach, and all he wants to do is catch one wave, but he gets there, and the water is just still and as smooth as glass. And watching him try to figure out how to get a wave, how to get just that one wave is so much fun, and I had a blast reading it aloud to my students. One of our favorite read-alouds this year was Jess Hannigan's debut book called Spider in the Well, and now she's back with the bear out there. And it's a story of this kid who is very terrified that there is a bear out there, and then they open the door and it's actually you, the reader, and they have this amazing conversation with you, the reader, about this bear that's out there, and you're kind of like, is there a bear, is there not a bear? It's so much fun, and my 5th graders loved it. A little skunk there, but just like when you get a chance to be a character in the book, and there is a bear. Super fun read aloud. Kids absolutely loved it, and we're hoping for lots and lots of books by Jess Hannigan over the years. Next up, this book doesn't come out until June, In the World of Whales, and it's just this beautiful nonfiction book that just gives you a chance to go inside the world of a whale, and you get to experience, and not in a graphic way or anything, but you get to experience the birth of a whale through the eyes of these divers, and you get a chance to just see that beginning of life, and you get to see like the other whales like lift it up to breathe at the surface. It's just this beautiful, beautiful book. And I think it's going to be on every end of the year book list. I think that it's going to be honored by the Cybert Committee. It's just so tender and gorgeous and pure. Absolutely loved it. All right, we're studying the 3 branches of government in social studies. So we, of course, had to learn about Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. Beautiful book. Kids love learning about people that they haven't heard of through picture books and how they kind of rose to greatness, and this is a beautiful example of that. Carol Boston Rutherford could just tell a story. And then one day we do Weird Book Friday, where we read something weird every single Friday, and we had a little extra time one Friday, so we read all 3 of these in one day. They're very short, but Mac Barnett, John Clausen's Triangle, Square, Circle, hilarious books. The kids could not get enough. We are honestly like the biggest John Clausen, Mac Barnett fans probably on the entire planet. So we've read almost every single one of their picture books, ones they've done together, ones they've done with other people. Can't get enough of them. This is a brand new book that you're going to want to check out. It's called Here's a Book by Cooper, and he has just done an amazing job. Let's look at that spine, seriously. And it's about a book from the birth of an idea, getting a chance to spend time at the home of an illustrator, even not just like them drawing the pictures, but just like thinking and living and being. It's just wonderful. And then you get a chance to go through the process of making the book, and then the book heading out into the world and having the impact that books do. So this one's really beautiful. It feels like this time of the year, like a late in the school year read too, like as you have this community around books and you love books and you appreciate books, you can start to think about how they're made and their impact and just where they come from. So it was really fun. For Earth Day, we read One Little Bag, one of my favorite picture books, underrated picture book. It's just a story of going from a tree to a paper bag and how this kid carries this paper bag with them throughout like the rest of their life. And it's beautiful. And then at the end, there's a really beautiful author's note from Henry Cole about how he actually just did that as a kid. He used the same paper bag for years after celebrating the very first Earth Day with his school. And on Patriots Day, we of course read Girl Running, Bobby Gibb and the Boston Marathon. which was awesome. And she was the first woman to do it, and people didn't want to let her do it, but she did it anyway, and it was just awesome. And then this year was Des Linden, who's my favorite runner of all time, the last American woman to win the Boston Marathon, the last American to win the Boston Marathon. And it was her last time running the Boston Marathon as a professional the day we read this. And so just to think about how far we've come in the sport of running, it makes me happy. So hopefully you found something amazing to add to your to-read list. We've read some great ones in this class. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Colby Sharp. I hope you have an awesome, fantastic day.